Hello, everybody. I am live. Hello to the one person in this chat. I already see the person. Hello to the one person in chat. I see that this person was obviously waiting for me. As you guys can see, we will be coloring in Magical Beauties number 3. We are coloring the Illustrious Courtesan today. This is a grayscale coloring book. This is on my top. This is one of the books that is on my top 10 to finish for 2021. So, it is a grayscale book. It is very reasonably priced. I think it's now, I think when I bought it at the time, it was $9.99 or less. So, as some of you will notice, I got some wee wax. Now, I actually managed to finally get some wee wax because the last 2 months, every time I've tried to get it, it's been like sold out. It's like one of those things that goes like super fast. So if you're not like on the ball, you'll miss out on the wee wax. So I purchased this from Laura. You know her as Anxiety Art Adventures. Now she's also known as she's the person who makes the wee wax. So she makes it from all non-organic materials. So then she gives me a thank you for your support. I really like these little cards that they do. And then it also came with some jelly beans. I am a big I like candy. And then she gave me this little gold bag. So then we get a banana. I think this is a banana or a lemon. I'm really entirely sure. Then I think this is some kind of strawberry candy. This was like one of those hard candies. So then we get this lovely thing. And then you get this, she gives you another business card, which is her business store. And this is handmade, and she makes it from all organic materials. And so then this is the lovely tin. So too bad I don't have smell-o-vision. Oh, that is nice, that honeysuckle. This is what it looks like when you first get it. And I like when the wax is in like tins like this because it makes it a lot easier for me to store it. So then, of course, it comes in this nice little gold bag, which you can use. So that's that. So today we'll be using color gel pens, 3 markers probably, the Tau trees because they're tiny. But I'm starting to run out of colors and they're starting to just kind of dry up. So we have the sprees. We have my Copics if we need them. We have the flicks. So I have a couple of different markers, and then I have odds and ends from different sets. So this is the Illustrious Courtesan. So I'm thinking maybe brunette or blonde. Everybody always likes the blondes. So what color hair should we make her? Blonde, or should we do the I was thinking of making her a redhead, but now I'm like, now that I look at her, I'm thinking blonde. Yeah, let's make her a blonde. This is number 32 in the Tau trees. I'm Joanna, and Johannes. I think I saw earlier when I was out with my mother. I was out with my mother today. We went to donate some stuff to Housing Works. Now, Housing Works is a place where you give, where they're a thrift shop, but people make donations and give their old stuff that they're not using anymore. And what Housing Works does with the items you donate is they use that whatever money they raise through their thrift store to help people with aides afford things and raise money for things so that they can have a good use. So it's kind of like a secondhand store. People donate their used items and then they sell the money to help people with AIDS and things like that. So when I was out, I think I saw on my phone that Michelle is live on Instagram. So this is one of my top 10 books to finish in 2021. The pictures are, some of them are really hard to do because they take a long time to do. Like this one, half of this is going to be hard because of all the little gem work. And then the other part's not going to be as hard. It's doing the gem work that's hard. But once it starts to dry, the markers, it's easier. These are tau trees. These are not Copics. These are the thin markers, which I like the thin markers a lot. Hi, Miss Carol. What do you mean you're doing the whole book? I don't always color books in order. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, I started doing it in order, and then I started doing some skipping around to certain pages. But for the most part, I seem to be stuck on one page there, so it's kind of like at some point I know I'm going to have to get through that page. This week has kind of been weird because we're going to have a photographer come to the house this week and photograph it. Yes, moving has become a very real thing now. Like, it isn't real until you start taking things. And I did ship out Tiffany's stuff. I sent her my Castle Art pencils. I think I've used maybe one or two of those pencils, but the rest have probably been touched, so it's slightly used, I would say. Because she wanted to try them, and I'm like, when you have so many things and so much stuff. Am I doing it cover to cover? It's kind of like I skip around in this book, but I have done a lot of the pictures already in this book. But basically, yeah, I think it's cover to cover. If you mean finish the book, yeah. Do every picture in it, yes. When I first started doing grayscale, I really didn't understand how to do it. Now that I've done a couple of more books, and I really will say that it really was Jade Summer. That Jade Summer books really taught me how to do grayscale much better. I think Jade Summer books are really good books for teaching people like how to do grayscale in a different way. Yeah, I'm almost done with the first half of the Classy Princessa book. I think I have one more page to do in the first half of that. Then I can start the second half of that book. So that's a grayscale too. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I'm like stuck on that library page. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the rest of it. I'm just stuck on that page. That's the problem. I figure once I get off the stuckness, then I'm done. And I still gotta finish the pandas in Fragile World. No, I haven't been on as much because I've been doing a lot of cleaning, going through stuff, figuring out what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep, for when I move. And then it's like, if I do finish any coloring books, am I taking them with me? And as of this moment, as hard as it is to say if I finish anything before we move, I'm not keeping it. Just is not feasible with how many books. Yeah, I think it's just me and my mother went out to housing works, and then we stopped off at Catch, which is like this Jewish delicatessen. It's a delicatessen where you can eat your food. They have like all kinds of Jewish food. So we had a pastrami sandwich, a cheese, and some cheese blitzes. So for me, I don't get to eat there too often. So Wednesday we have the photographer coming. I'm not too happy about having the photographer coming, but what can you do? It's becoming very real that I'm gonna have to move, and I'm excited and I'm sad at the same time. Like I'm excited because it'll be a new chapter, but I'm also sad in a way because I've lived here so long. I've lived here about what, 18 years, right? 18 years seems strange to know that you've lived there. Don't know why there's nothing here for that. No, in the old days, I didn't like doing portraits. I found portraits really hard, believe it or not. I liked coloring flowers and landscapes and things like that when I first started coloring. Then once I figured out how to started doing skin tones, I really started liking how to do it. No. And, one of the things I did by accident the other day was, some of you may have seen that. I know Mystica is one of those books I'm keeping. Like some books I'm keeping, some books I'm not keeping. Mystica is a really cute book. Like I definitely am going to keep all the hardcover stuff if I finish it. Like there's one book, Talismans, I'm like 50-50 on whether or not I should keep it. because technically it isn't a hardcover, but it is still a nice book, and you can't get it anywhere. I'm sure if someone looked, they could probably find it. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the things. But you have to start being realistic about what you can keep, what you can't keep. And I've already logged in about 300 books. Hi, Miss Michelle. You missed the wee wax. My mother was like to me while we were doing things, stop being on your phone, stop being on your phone. But there was something I wanted on Etsy that was going to drop at one today, and I did manage to get one of the blanks I wanted. So that was good. But I say the earliest we're going to get the pens is May 12th. But it could come anywhere between May 12th and June 12th, the pens. So be on the lookout, Michelle, for that. So, me and my mother went out today. Also, yesterday, I went to the cemetery like she wanted. So we went to Brooklyn. This is a cemetery my mother wanted to go to in Brooklyn. She enjoyed it. Looked much better this time than other times. Then as we were coming home, my mother said, "Oh, let's stop by Popeyes and get Popeyes." And then my mother realized we were right next to we're right near one of the Spanish restaurants. It's called the Rosa Mexicano. So we went there to eat for Mother's Day dinner. It was a very nice dinner. They had they had a special which was like a 3-course meal for a certain amount of money. So we both decided to have that. And the mussels were absolutely fabulous last night at this restaurant. So it was really good. And today we ate at Cat's on our way back from the Housing Works, which is like the place where you donate your used stuff. They help you basically do the things you need to do. So 139. Of course, this is faded. My pink RV21 in the Copics. I always think this one. This is light pink. Hold on, guys, while I get the refill. We are in clean mode these days, but everything is like a little bit easier and a little bit harder. Hello, friends. Hold on, I'm looking for my light pink refill. I should have a light pink refill. These are the old refills. The new ones are like this. These are the new refills. These are the new refills. These are the old. These are the old refills, and they don't make the old refills like this. They don't make the refills like this. So the new refills are like that. That's. Hold on while I get this. Here, I got new wee wax. This is Jeremy's honeysuckle. If anybody's wondering what that is. I have this thing where I like to have a lot of things that I need when I color. So I'm a little bit better organized now that I've been cleaning. So I gave away my combos. I gave away my Castle Arts and a set of Schiffer Farbens. I had the old 72 to serve somebody. So they should get that. Now what you want to do is make sure that you shake the Copic up really well. Don't worry anyone in grayscale if you color out of the lines because color in with markers. So always cover that up with another color. You hope. This book is Magical Beauties #3. This is on my top 10 to finish. I'm hoping I can finish something this month. I have another box of books for my cousins that I'm going to give them, well, I should say my nieces, that I'm going to give them to color in. This didn't get enough ink in it. When you don't have enough ink, I have to do this. I don't really like doing the method like that. I really don't like dripping. My tips are probably dry. My nibs are probably very dry in my Copic. So when your nibs are dry, it means that you can't get the nibs. I don't like when my nibs are really, really dry. Nibs are really dry. That's a bad thing. See what happens when your nibs are not dry? You know, it's funny. I can't stop coloring in Forest Kingdom. I colored the second one. Yeah, I colored the second picture today. I was tempted to do it, but I was like, you know what? I need to do this a picture in this because I haven't done a picture in this in a while. So I was like, I like using my towel trays. I use these for my color by number books, but these are starting to run out. So I'm like old things, you know. This is 76. Excuse me, this is something that I missed. Green 172. Where's white? What did I do with my white colored pencils? Ah, that's a bad sign. Did I put my pencils in here? I lost my two polychromos whites. I see one of them now. That's a good sign that I have one of the whites. I like white. I'm sorry, guys. I just get very upset when I can't find my white pencils, particularly the ones I want to use. This one is, who is this? Ivory. Glitter ruby. And those are do in glitter gel pen. I want the glitter rubies in there. Why was there an Amber Alert? Did somebody did some kid get kidnapped? Purple glitter iris. No, I hate when you get like you're at work and you get an. Thank you. I hate when you're working and all of a sudden you hear this beep 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 on your phone and you, what did you do? What did you do? First time I ever heard an Amber Alert was like that, you know. Oh no, those are always the worst. Blue 65. That's okay. It's better to know these things, what's going on in the world, than not know. I like the towel trees because they're skinny, you know, and they don't take up a lot of room. Would I buy them again? Yes. Sprees, towel trees, I would buy again. Or maybe the Les Michel if I haven't the money right now for them. 146. Hello, Tiffany. I sent out your stuff so this morning. We are doing Magical Beauties, Book 3 by Christina McAllister. That is what we are coloring. This book isn't a lot of money. It is very affordable. I highly recommend it to people that really love doing grayscale. Hello, Anne. How are you, my friend? I'm sure Miss Anne. Hi, Miss Anne. You should know this book. Miss Anne knows which book this is. Does Miss Anne know this book? Miss Anne should know this book. This is green. Don't mention that creature's name, Michelle, in here. Book 3. Magical Beauties, book 3. I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of them. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of that thing. I'm sorry. That thing creeps me out. I'm sorry, but it really does creep me out. Those things creep me out. I'm sorry, but they creep me out. Did you have a hard day with doing moving things? Because I'm having a really hard time. Actually, like some of you guys don't know this, but I'm actually having a hard time figuring out what I'm keeping, what I'm not keeping. Some things are easy to make plans and know what you're keeping and what you're not keeping. Miss, Glitter Ruby. I do not know. It depends on when we sell the house and when, we have to be out of here and things like that. And plus, we have a photographer coming on Wednesday to photograph the house. So, Miss Ann, any chance we get to see Kenji anytime soon in your videos? I like Aunt's cats. Something I don't. Okay, to tell you the truth, the reborns kind of creep me out. I don't know why, but they creep me out in a way that they shouldn't creep me out, but they do. I'm sorry, Michelle, and I'm sorry, but they just creep me out. Glitter Iris. That's Anne's cat. That's not your cat, Michelle. I think it's Oliver who's been posing with the reborns. I miss seeing him because all we see is Mr. Oliver these days. We don't see Mr. Kenji. You know what? Now you're insulting my beliefs. Isn't he such a good little boy, Oliver? No, Michelle, let's do this. We agree to disagree on the reborns, okay? How's that? And I'm sorry that you feel the way that you do about the way that I feel about them, okay? These are my beliefs because every time I get a doll, and I've had dolls, many dolls over the years, but every time I get a doll, something weird and creepy happens in my house whenever I have a doll. So, and this has been not just one doll, it's been many dolls. So it's not like it's just one doll. And you don't have to look. Ah, 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 ow, ow. See? I did something really stupid. I went to move my chair and I accidentally went right on my foot. Oh, that was not a good thing. That was not a good thing. See, anytime dolls come into my house or I even speak about them, something very bad happens to me. It's like I'm cursed or something. So E53, yeah, it went right on my foot. I accidentally pressed the chair on my foot, and I didn't mean to do that. It's nothing personal. It's just the way I don't like them. I have a problem with bad things happening. So it's that's okay. It was my own. It's probably my own fault. hmm I've had some really weird things happen. I've had some good things happen this last year. Me and my mother had a very nice dinner for Mother's Day yesterday. Um, I meant to talk about the three-course dinner. So basically, when you go and check out the menu and they do specials, we went to this place called Rosa Mexicano. It's a very famous restaurant. It's like Spanish Mexican food. It was really good because they had like a starter, main course, a dessert, and then of course you buy the drink separately. So the special was a good price. I thought, better than what most of the other. That's okay. It's okay. It's my own fault for not paying attention. So then you do this, right? This is E53. This is like my favorite skin tone. The other day I picked the wrong skin tone on the Mariola Blue Deck image and it still came out nice. So, and then what happened was the food was excellent. They brought out these mussels that were just divine. I've never had mussels that were like in that kind of sauce before. Well, I've had them before in that kind of sauce, but never to that degree of deliciousness. So then my mother had like a shrimp little thing for it, and then I had like a pork chop for my thing, and then we both had the crepes with the caramel and the ice cream. This is Magical Beauties #3. This is on my top 10 books to finish for 2021, and I will show you some progress. You don't remember this picture? Maybe because of the way I'm coloring it. Hold on. Yeah, this is book 3. This is book 3. So this one is a little bit more neat than the other ones. And see, this is raw silk. I saw someone use this actually because they were coloring someone with darker skin. And I was like, they used this color, they used the dark skin tone, and then they used the barely beige and like a floral white. Blue. No, you know what? I should be more considerate of you too, Michelle. We were both wrong in the way that we acted. It wasn't just you, it was me too. No, we all have our belief system, and I think sometimes when someone doesn't believe the same things that we do, we kind of are like, "Why aren't you accepting of this?" And I think a lot of times, we we come from a certain viewpoint or we come from a certain thing, and I think sometimes different beliefs can get in the way of it being more constructive than hurtful. My intent is never to be hurtful or mean spirited. It's just these are the things that I believe, and then somebody else may have a different belief system than me, and sometimes I don't take that into consideration. That was 183. These are, Miss Ann knows what these are. Mhm. Hold on, let me get the gel pens. So, you know, it's harder for some of us than others to admit when we're wrong. So then you have the glitter fuchsia. Looks like I might be out of this. You know, and a lot of times are. Oh, and I want to thank the person who bought me the mermaid book off my wish list, because I put a book on my wish list that's new, and someone bought me this book. I know I didn't buy it. So I want to thank whoever bought it, because I don't have the book, but it will be here, I think, on Wednesday or Thursday. So the new, no. Uh, uh ooh, that is not a good thing. Done. It feels. That's not good. Okay. What one is this? C272. I need to open up the refills. Yes, I have colored gel pens. Oh. And they labeled them for me. How nice. This is the first time I've had to actually they actually labeled the colors. This is what a colored gel pen refill looks like. So I have not done this before. I have not had to use my refills until now. How interesting is that? We have had no need to do that. You know, we all need some pick me up every once in a while. I think it's important that we pick up each other and bring joy to each other. You know, sometimes I think we get so concerned about, oh no, I can't do this because this person just has this done. See, look, and that's how you get the refill done, right? Then you put in the refill like this, and you take the little cap out. Then you do that. Right, and then you put that in there. There's the cap. Thank you. We refill in a. Then I would shake it a little bit. Luckily for me, I had refills of the colors of this. And I don't do empties like other people. So today we went to Cat's Hand, which is like a Jewish delicatessen, and we have pastrami sandwiches, me and my mother. Well, we split a big one, because the size of the sandwich and they do they like plop on a tremendous amount of pastrami and meat on it, but it's so delicious. Oh my God! If you guys are ever in New York City, you must have the pastrami sandwich by Cat's Deli. It's so good. I love pastrami. I've been having a hunkering for it. A couple of months ago, there was a guy who had a food truck not far from where I am, because sometimes the food tries the weekdays are here. As you guys know, I'm working 2 days a week now. Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm working again, so I know it's poor time, but and by the way, guys, my hands are feeling a lot better. Um, yeah, and it was really good. I really like food a lot. I'm a big time food consumer. I'm nearly out of ground coffee in my house. I ordered it. It should have come, and it's not here yet. See, Amazon. Thanks a lot, Amazon. 146. No problem. Thank you, Ann, for coming. Um, Say hello to the folks. If you can, shoot me a picture. If you can we please see Kenji? Thank you. It's not fun when you do that. No, it's not. And then we're like doing stuff, and then like because the photographs have to be done, so things have to be clean in the house, and I'm like, it's just like try and find space any way you can. I don't know how long the photographer is going to be here. I've moved stuff to my drawers. I've moved stuff to my dresser drawers. And then the exciting thing about possibly moving is buying new bedroom furniture. That thing. And then I saw this thing online called the Dream Box. But when I liked it because it was an all-in-one solution. Like you had these drawers and things all over it. It was like a little room. You can make your own little workstation in there. Have tables in there. But once I added up all the things I wanted, it's like almost $3,000 for it. I was like, no, I'm not paying $3,000 for that. I don't know what it is about grayscale, but I really take into it in a way that I didn't think I would take to it. You know, like this has a lot of gem work in it. So who here has had a lot of books? How many of us do a lot of grayscales? I think I'm gonna finally be able to get into that blue box again because that's where all the holiday stuff is, and I gotta go through that box too. Figure out what I actually want to keep from that box. Grayscale is fun to color more so than other things. To me, it's important that I keep up with the top 10 books because I've forgotten which ones they were. I had to reprint out the list today so I could remember which ones. And today I finished a picture from Color It's Blissful Scenes, the first one. You know, and I hadn't done the book in a while because there was just, you know, I had forgotten what I had used to start it, and I started it with pencils, but then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna finish this book with colored with markers instead, just to make it finish it so it would be easier. Actually came out really nice, actually. Maybe red and orange, red and blue. See, but once it starts drying the marker, it doesn't look bad actually. It looks really good actually. And you know, I'm so glad Annie stopped in. You know, we all have things to do. You know, I feel, you know, here's the reason why I feel sad because I've lived here a long time. I have had so much stuff here. You know, and over the years, you don't realize until you're actually going through it how much stuff you've acquired. My mother has implied that she will be helping me later today clean. The thing is, I don't like my mother touching my stuff. Really don't. My mother thinks that she makes my life easier. That does not make my life easier. We all know this to be not true, that she doesn't make my life easier. Sometimes you have to go to the, what you call it? The chisel. My marker working. Well, this is one of my top 10 to finish, so when I'm done with the picture, I'll show you guys what I've actually done in the book. It's not a finished book, but it's a progress book, as they call it. Remember, she's supposed to be an illustrious quartet. I'm good, so remember that. Glitter Ruby, C214. They're nice. Those are nice. See, I'm taking my Neo 2s with me. I know that going forward. I gave away my Tombos. I gave away Castle Arts. What else have I given away? I gave away my Tombos, a set of Schiffer Farmans that I'd used to someone. They're going to be surprised because they weren't expecting that in their package. So then I'm also giving some books to my nieces. Next week I'll have another giveaway. So I'm thinking blue and orange, or blue and pink. You know, to me, it's more important for me going forward as I do this. Think about what I really want. What do I want to keep? What do I want to bring with me to the new house? Because you have to remember, this stuff is extensive also. What I did literally was, after I was done with the top poles and giving them to somebody else, I went in literally through my Holbein set, what was extra, and I put them in the old Tombow case, the extra Holbeins that I had. So that way, that case wouldn't go to waste for now. $17. This is a different pink, but this is from the sprays. Yeah, purging is not a bad thing, but I'm also giving stuff away to people, so it's not like it just sits there and is idle. Now I'm thinking red and orange maybe for the background. Hi, sweet Cindy. Blue, 65. Also, guys, when you sometimes do these pictures because they're really tiny, you have to work your way in there. It's not like you can't work your way in there. So keep that in mind. You're trying to work your way in there. So what should we do as the back? Thinking red. Here's what I was thinking. Let's do this properly. But we need to do a solid color. I was thinking orange. This looks like one. Little honey pot. No, that's too light. That's too light. You know when something's like really too light? Like, no. So I'm thinking glitter punch instead. Yeah, that's much better. B21 baby blue. No yellow because it conflicts too much with this color here. That's okay because I'm not a mother. This is baby blue. This is a Copic. This is the sketch. Glitter punch. Don't worry, I have refills. Isn't baby blue a nice blue in the Copics? So you get the blue in there, These are Color It gel pens. These are from colorit.com or you can get them on Amazon. I got these on a special sale on Amazon when they were on sale. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you can also look out for lightning deals, if there's a product you want, put it on your watch list. Sometimes my coupon apps like Honey, Rakuten. Yes, I have both coupon apps, Rakuten and Honey. Will tell me when there's a sale going on. What are you guys coloring? Just Michelle says she's coloring something from Johanna's new book. I'm kind of really liking the Hannah Carlson new one, The Forest Kingdom, a lot more than I thought I would like that book. You know, the other day I put some gold gel pen down from the Pentel Sparkle Pop brand on one of my color by number because it wasn't the black background. So now whenever I buy, going forward, if I buy color by number books, I'm gonna get them with the black background before. I'm not a fan of Lost Ocean. I'm actually giving that book away to a friend of mine who wants that book. I said I colored in it a little bit, and she goes, "I don't care. I'll still take it." So she's gonna take that book off my hands. For me, it's important that I get rid of things I really don't want. Not to say that I don't love Johanna's books, which I do. I just happen not to like. I happen to like Lost Ocean the least. It's the only book of hers that I don't really like, believe it or not. Every other book I had that she's come out with, I have liked. Strange, I wouldn't like the Ocean book, right? I'm relaxed. If I run out of this, I have a refill. I'm glad. You know, the reason why I chose this one was because it's on my list of things to finish for the year. And I'd like to start doing some more of those books. I need to finish up those 10 books. Even though I finished 4 books, I didn't finish the books that were on my list to finish. So that's an issue for me, and that I have to start working in them more. So you see, we got all those pretty colors in there. You know, I think a lot of people don't really do a whole lot of Christina McAllister on their streams, and you know, I got her because originally Anne had some of her books on her channel, and then I liked what Anne was doing in those books, and then I was like, you know what, I want to do those books too. I think it depends on what you want to do with it. There have been pictures where my grayscale didn't turn out too well. I have some hits and I do have misses. I'm not going to say everything I did when I first started came out looking great. Sometimes you have to look at what somebody else is doing to understand it. Because my grayscale wasn't so great when I started. I go, what am I doing wrong? And then I started seeing other people do grayscale much better than me. So then I started watching some videos on how to color grayscale. Those videos actually helped me a lot. No, I don't think you missed anything. Bye, Johannes. So, every coloring is different. See you Wednesday, hopefully. Hopefully the photographer will not be here very long. Maybe we'll do green on the outer end. Oh, that was mean, Cynthia. That was very mean. But funny. No, wrong one. This is what happens when you have so many pens. I'm just going to put that here so we don't autofocus. You ever notice how you don't autofocus? The other day I was saying to Anna in one of her streams, one of the reasons why, we started going live instead of doing pre-recorded videos. Pre-recorded videos take a lot of time to do. I like going live because it's a lot easier and I don't have to do as much editing work when I go live. Also, I get the feeling that I'm much more interactive with people, and I'm actually having more of a conversation. Because when I do the pre-recorded info, I feel like sometimes I'm talking to myself, and I'm not getting responses back as I'm doing it. So, then I have to upload it, then I have to label it, put tags in it. So for me, the lives are a lot easier in my mind to do, but not everybody feels that way. B21. Actually, I ran out. What happened was I brought this out because I ran out of it when I was doing a color by number book. I was like, why don't I have the baby blue? And this was before the new sprays came in and the new Towntree. So I was like, what am I going to use for baby blue? And then I looked at my Copics and I was like, okay. And then I realized it wasn't the same color as the other one. That didn't stop. It made it creative. Better, actually. I think the picture actually was funny. Because I have this color of the sky being one area and then it's now another color. It's just a slight color difference, but still. Color by number is more like a guideline, not really a thing that you should do. Because I've seen people, go off the beaten path with the color by number books. I've done it a few times, gone off the beat. Oh, you two are funny. Cindy Lee and Michelle are comedians. This is probably one of my favorite. The 3 books, the Magical Beauty books, are my favorite. I'm not really a fan of her other work as much. I do have the Lumina book, but I need to color in it. Like a bouncy ball. Oh, that is a nice color. Then later on, I'll take a photo, and then probably tomorrow I'll post it to the finished pages thing. You know, right? You know what I have not been able to find is my Witch Fantasy color by number book. I really would like to start coloring in it, and now I can't find it. So I'm thinking maybe it's in that blue crate. B21. Yeah, another day when we were going on the train to the cemetery in Brooklyn, when we got a bunch of people, we're like outside some medical offices, and they go, "Oh, schedule your vaccination appointment." Like, we're already vaccinated. Like, which I really am, so. Yeah, I'm fully vaccinated, so. But it also means don't be stupid, you know? $146. So we're doing them like this was one of my favorite illustrators to color. I really love coloring faces and people in it. And I'll show you the progress I've made in this book. And this is on the top 10 books to finish. I had some whips in it. I finished a lot of the whips, which I'm exceptionally proud of that fact. Although in the year I had some whips, which I finished. This book, though. To me, that was a big accomplishment, doing the whips. Like, I have a whip in Fragile World that I need to finish doing the whip that I have in Fragile World. So here is the picture that we've done. That is not a good thing to do. So that's that. So this is the cover of the book, The Magical Beauties. Now, if you see me do a little sticky thing, that's only because I like to know what I've done for the month. So that's the thing here. So what I do is I like to put the thing that I worked on. So someone wanted to see some of the pictures that I've done in this book. So I forget who wanted that done at the beginning of the stream. So here's what I've done. As you can tell, I have put my prismas here, my Holbein's here, my livers here. So here's Magical Beauties, book 3 by 15. Counselor. I haven't done her yet. I just got to figure out what colors I'm going to do for her. Done this one. Done this one. Which I really like this one. I started it a while back and then never finished it. So this was a whip that I had going for a while. And I started doing it little by little. This one I loved the color choices. This one I did as an alien. Yeah. First time I was doing green skin. I was kind of like, okay, let's do a different color skin. This one kind of, the skin did not work out well because you can see that there was some creases in it because the marker dried out. This one I think we did on camera because I was doing a dark skin girl. So I wanted to experiment with my darker skin tones. I can do it with marker, believe it or not. I can do darker skin tone easier with marker than I can with pencil. This one I have not done yet. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. That one I liked. This one is Deathwalker. I'm probably going to color this like a zombie. Queen of Hearts. Jaguar Goddess. Probably Vampire Blue or Purple or Black. Tundra Rider. Now this one I know Miss Ann has done. This one Miss Ann did a picture. I know she's colored this one. So I just got to figure out what I want to do with it. This one we did today. This is what we did today. This one I did. Just like that one. Why do you think I put that there? I just got to figure out the skin tone for this. I know, right? I got to figure out what skin tone to use for this one. This was really nice. I like this one. So, same thing with this one. Some pictures you're like, okay, how are you going to go about coloring them? It's not about whether or not you can color them. It's like you got to figure out what colors you're going to use, what patterns, what skin tone. Elven Abyss. This will probably be green skin too. Phoenix Avatar. Venetian Reveler. My mother has some Venetian masks, so I have an idea of what I could possibly do with that. Princess Rainflower. And then they have a grayscale custom sheet. So those are the ones that the books like this really do test you. So when I'm done with them, I always put them back in their cases respectively. So as you can tell, we did this with what did we do this one with today? We did this one with Paltries, Sprees, colored gel pens, and Copics. So that's what we used today. As you can tell, I like the backgrounds when I make the backgrounds all sparkly. For me, I like gel pens and I like just doing a little bit of accent. There's nothing wrong with doing accent if you want accents. So I probably will see you back here on Wednesday, hopefully. If I'm not back on Wednesday, you guys know Tuesday and Thursday I work. If I'm not back on Wednesday, I'll probably be back on Friday. It's only because Wednesday we're getting the photographer in the house. She's got to photograph the house. So I hope you all have enjoyed this stream. Everybody take care. Stay safe. Stay well. And stay healthy. And remember to wash your hands. Stay 6 feet apart. Wear your mask when outside and socially distance. Bye, everybody.